You walk into a room full of strangers. Your heart starts beating fast. Someone smiles at you and walks over. They ask you the simplest question in the world. So, tell me about yourself. Suddenly, your mind goes blank. You know thousands of English words. You know grammar rules. But right now, you can only say, "My name is Peter. I am a manager. I like football." And then, silence. Sound familiar? Right? Don't worry, you are not alone. Today, we are going to fix this forever. Welcome back to the podcast. I am Clara. Today, we are talking about how to talk about yourself. But we are not learning boring lists of words. No, we are looking at how real people connect using simple, beautiful English. Let me tell you a story about a girl named Maya. Maya moved to London last year for work. She is brilliant at her job, truly. But socially, she always felt left out. Every Friday, her coworkers went to the pub after work. Maya wanted to go along, but she was terrified. She thought, my English is too simple. They will find me boring. One Friday, she changed her mind. She decided to show up. She walked into the crowded pub. The noise was loud. Her colleague Sarah saw her and shouted, "Maya, come over here. Tell us about yourself. We know nothing about you." Maya felt her face get hot. She did not want to sound like a textbook. She remembered some advice. Keep it real. Keep it simple. So, she took a deep breath. She did not say her job title first. Instead, she smiled and said, "Well, I am Maya. I just moved over from Spain 4 months ago. To be honest, I am still trying to figure out how the London buses work." Everyone laughed. Sarah said, "Oh, tell me about it. Even we don't understand the buses." Just like that, the ice was broken. Maya did not use big words. She used a small story about a shared problem. She opened up a window into her life, and people walked right in. Let's pause here and break down the magic phrases Maya used. Phrase number 1, go along. Maya wanted to go along to the pub. What does go along mean? It simply means to join a group of people who are already going somewhere. You don't need to say, "I want to accompany them to the establishment." No. Just say, "Hey, are you guys going for coffee? Can I go along?" It sounds so natural, so easy. Phrase number 2, move over. Maya said, "I just moved over from Spain." We use move over when we talk about changing the country or city where we live, especially when it involves crossing a distance. Instead of saying, "I immigrated from Spain," which sounds very official, like you are talking to a border officer, just say, "I moved over." For example, "I moved over to New York last summer." Phrase number 3, figure out. Maya said she is trying to figure out the buses. This is one of the most useful phrasal verbs in the English language. To figure out means to understand something, or to find an answer to a problem after thinking about it. When you learn English, you are always trying to figure out the rules, right? If a friend asks you how to fix a computer, you can say, "Give me a minute, let me figure it out." Look at Maya's introduction. She was vulnerable. She shared a small weakness. And that is the secret. Imperfection connects us. Now, let's move deeper into our conversation. Talking about yourself is not just about where you live or what you do. It is about what makes you, you. Your passions, your daily life. Let's look at another scenario. Meet Tom. Tom is a quiet guy. He loves gardening and cooking. He joined an online English-speaking club last month. In the first meeting, the host asked everyone to introduce their hobbies. The first person spoke. He was very energetic. He said, "I am a marathon runner. I climb mountains. I love extreme sports." Tom felt his confidence run out. He thought, "My life is so boring. I just grow tomatoes in my garden. When it was Tom's turn, he decided not to lie. He did not try to sound exciting. He spoke slowly and clearly. He said, well, I am not a mountain climber, but I am really into cooking. Actually, I look after a small vegetable garden on my balcony. Right now, I am trying to grow the perfect tomato. It takes a lot of time, but it helps me wind down after a stressful day at work. Guess what happened? 3 other people in the meeting unmuted their microphones. One girl said, "Wow, Tom, I love cooking too. Can you share your recipes?" Another person said, "I have a balcony garden too. My plants always die. How do you do it?" Tom thought he had to be extraordinary to be interesting, but he forgot something very important. Most people live ordinary lives. And when you talk about your ordinary passions with love, you become extraordinary to others. Let's look closely at the phrases Tom used to talk about his life. Phrase number 4. Be into something. Tom said, "I am really into cooking." This simply means to like something very much, or to be deeply interested in it. Instead of saying, "My hobbies include the culinary arts," please don't say that. Just say, "I am into cinema," "I am into jazz music," or "What are you into?" It is short, it is casual, it shows high fluency. Phrase number 5, look after. Tom looks after his small vegetable garden. To look after means to take care of someone or something. You look after your children. You look after your pets. You look after your plants. If you go on vacation, you might ask your neighbor, "Hey, can you look after my cat this week?" Phrase number 6, wind down. Tom said his garden helps him wind down. This is a beautiful phrasal verb. To wind down means to relax, especially after a long, hard day of work or study. Think of a clockwork toy. You wind it up, it moves fast. When it stops, it winds down. So, what do you do to wind down on a Friday evening? Do you watch a movie? Do you go for a walk? Using this phrase shows you understand the emotional rhythm of English speech. Do you see the pattern here? Maya talked about a struggle. Tom talked about a simple joy. Neither of them used complex sentence structures. They used active, living words. But, Clara, what about professional situations? What if I am at a business conference or job interview? I cannot just talk about tomatoes and bad buses. You are right. Let's look at the professional world. Meet Leo. Leo had an online job interview with a global company. He was extremely nervous. The interviewer looked very serious. The first question was, "Tell me about your career path." Leo did not want to just read his resume. The interviewer already had the paper. Leo wanted to show his character. So, he used the power of storytelling. He said, "I started my career in marketing 5 years ago. At first, I had to deal with basic data entry. It was tough. But I wanted to learn, so I started to take on bigger projects. Last year, I helped my team set up a new digital campaign. It was a huge success. I love marketing because it allows me to solve puzzles every day." The interviewer nodded. He smiled. Why? Because Leo did not just say, "I am hardworking and motivated." Anyone can say that. Those are empty words. Instead, Leo showed his growth through simple actions. Let's analyze the professional phrases Leo used. Phrase number 7, deal with. Leo had to deal with basic data entry. To deal with means to handle a situation or to take action to solve a problem. In your daily work, what do you deal with? I deal with angry customers. I deal with financial reports. It is strong, direct, and active. Phrase number 8. Take on. Leo decided to take on bigger projects. To take on means to accept a new responsibility, a new job, or a difficult task. Managers love people who take on challenges. You can say to your boss, "I have some free time this week. I can take on that new assignment." Phrase number 9. Set up. Leo helped to set up a new digital campaign. To set up means to start, create, or organize something, like a business, a system, or a project. Let's set up a meeting for next Tuesday. She wants to set up her own photography studio. It is much more common in conversation than the word establish or create. We have covered a lot today. We looked at Maya at the pub, Tom at the club, and Leo at the interview. They all talked about themselves successfully. How? By being clear, by being simple, by being human. Here is my takeaway for you today. Your piece of wisdom to take home. You don't need to speak perfect English to make a perfect connection. People do not listen to you to judge your grammar. They listen to find themselves in your stories. So, the next time someone asks you, "Tell me about yourself," smile, take a breath, and just tell them a small truth about your life. Before we finish, here is your call to action. Your homework for today. Go down to the comment section right now. I want you to write 2 sentences about yourself. Use at least one phrasal verb we learned today. Are you into photography? Did you recently move over to a new city? What are you trying to figure out right now? Write it down. I will personally read your comments and reply to them. Let's practice together. Thank you for listening to this solo podcast. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and share it with a friend who is also learning English. Stay curious, stay confident, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.